Have you ever noticed that God not only creates, but teaches in every detail? Genesis chapter 2 is a true lesson on the craft of the teacher. The Creator doesn't start by dumping everything all at once. He organizes, prepares, and establishes order before placing man at the center of the story. He plants a garden, arranges rivers, sets geographic boundaries, and only then does he place Adam there. This is divine pedagogy, preparing the environment before teaching the content. Look at the process. God shapes man from the dust of the earth. He doesn't create from a distance, not just with words. He draws near, touches, shapes, breathes life. This gesture reveals the secret of the teacher's ministry. Teaching requires closeness. The teacher is not a cold transmitter of information. He gets involved, he inspires, he imparts life. Then, God gives the instruction, "You may freely eat from every tree, but from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat." Here we have a perfect model of clarity. There are no ambiguities. The instruction is simple, direct, with well-defined boundaries and an implicit consequence. The teacher learns here that effective teaching requires clarity. It's not enough to speak. The disciple must understand what is allowed, what is forbidden, and why. And the chapter doesn't stop there. The Creator realizes that it is not good for man to be alone. He creates the woman, not just as a companion, but as a sign that learning and life do not happen in isolation. For the teacher, this is a key point. Teaching flourishes in relationship. Discipleship is strengthened through partnership, exchange, and living together. A teacher who ignores the relational dimension fails at the very heart of their mission. The climax of this chapter is precisely the institution of marriage, not just as a union, but as a living lesson in unity and responsibility. The teacher must understand, life is the greatest classroom. God not only speaks, He demonstrates principles through concrete structures. The garden is a blackboard. Marriage is a living parable. A teacher who wants to make disciples must learn to use their own life and events as lessons in wisdom. So, if you desire the ministry of teaching, take note of these lessons from Genesis chapter 2. Prepare the environment before you teach. Be close. Inspire life in the disciple. Teach with clarity. Set boundaries and consequences. Value relationships as part of the learning process. Use life as a classroom, turning experiences into lessons. Genesis chapter 2 shows that the supreme teacher organizes, shapes, and instructs with detail, closeness, and absolute clarity. This is the standard that you, called to the ministry of teaching, must follow to impact and build solid lives.